Hello everyone and welcome to day 35 of character design. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy you're here. Now today's character is not based off anything, it's not a challenge, it's just a KateKruzan original pulled from my itty bitty brain. I basically just let my brain decide whatever I want to do for this character design, and I will try and explain the thought process along the way. So enjoy! Now, starting off, I wasn't going for anything. I just drew the face shape that kind of came to my mind and I kind of just vibed with. So it's just a face with a small nose, relaxed eyes, and kind of bigger lips. And I didn't really know what animal I wanted to go with or the hairstyle I wanted to go with at first. So you can see me sketching like small things, trying to figure it out. I tried lamb ears with the big like puffs. I tried dog ears, I tried cat ears, and then I landed on mouse ears. And I'm like, I'll draw a mouse. I don't have that many mice in my character catalog. I can think of one, and it's a robot. Could have sworn I had some mice characters. I can't think of them. If I can find any, I'll put them on screen right here. But I ended up on a mouse character. This kind of altered a bit. I'll elaborate when we get to coloring what hybrid character she is, but she's a mouse, and I really tried to give her a stylized hair, like really specific with the curls and specifically like chunked together. So she's got like that big curl in the middle. I love that. I think that's so fun. I also gave her like straight bangs that go across the forehead. I mean, they kind of like curl a bit out, like they don't sit on her forehead. They like swoop out. I'm really bad at explaining stuff today. I'm sorry if this voiceover is a mess, but I tried that. I don't normally give my characters bangs like that. I mean, I'm sure I have some, but it's not like my typical go-to, so I'm happy that I have a bit more variety. I think this character definitely gives big variety when it comes to the hairstyling. After that, I sketched on the body type, not crazy out of my comfort zone. I could probably pull up a couple characters that have very similar body types to this. She's curvy. I mean, she's kind of tall, but like she's, I guess, average. She's curvy and average. That's that. Now, something I don't do that I did with this character is add like a bag accessory. I need to, honestly, to improve my character design, I need to add characters with like specific accessories more. Like she has a bag. I have one other character I can think of that has accessories, and that's like my karate cat. He's got like swords. Like honestly, I need to start normalizing drawing characters on their concept sketches or concept rep sheets that I'll do, like the first time I'm ever drawing them or designing them, with accessories, because that just gives a little more characterization to the character, characteristics, personality, you know? For the back of the hair, I did something cool. I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do, and again, I wanted to make sure her hair was really stylized. So I did a big ponytail, but instead of having it go like the normal like flowy route, it's like chunked up into a big curl that like sweeps to the left. It like defies all logic, and I kind of love it. I kind of adore it. After that, I added some belts, bracelets, and these are going to have beads on them along her outfit, and she's going to have earrings. I felt like beads would be kind of a fun theme for her, like those big circles. I thought it was fun. After that was on the lining. Honestly, I was having trouble at first when I was using my pen brush. I don't know, actually that day I was having really trouble lining anything for that matter, which is weird because I'm typically like my pen brush is my lazy brush, and for some reason I couldn't line anything unless I was lining with my marker brush, which is never an issue for me. So I guess I'm just in my marker brush era, which I'm kind of happy for because I'm good at it if I like make myself do it. I will say line art for this drawing isn't exactly like the best. I can spot ways to improve on this. However, for first design and rough sheet, I think it's great. I don't have any flaw. There's flaws, but I don't have any like crazy critiques that I'm like, this is terrible and you should fix it right now. But now, her snoot. This is where a character or animal hybrid comes into play. I made her have more of a bear snoot or snout. Snoot. I like snoot. Because I wanted her to be kind of ugly. I wanted it to read kind of, you know, uggy. And I think adding that like big upper like snoot helps it a lot. So she's part bear mouse. Yes, it's official. And when I color it, I'll just go ahead and give it away now. She's part panda. I gave her panda like circles because of course I did. But I think it reads bear mouse really well in my humble opinion. I just think it does. However, I don't have much to say about the line art, so I'll let you watch it. Enjoy. Okay, now, hi, I'm back. There's actually one more thing I can say about the line art. The bracelets and belt that I drew on her. What I did is I took my pen brush without any fade in or out, and I drew on the belt and the bracelets. That way they all could be consistent, have the same consistent width. I recommend doing this. It's a lot easier. Also, you should do it on a separate layer. That way, if you want, I didn't do it for this one, but if you wanted to have the character without those specific accessories on the ref sheet, you could have two pictures, one with it on and then one without it. It helps for characters with like a lot of ribbons or like her with a lot of bracelets or belts. That way you have a good reference. Honestly, if I had thought about it at the time, I would have done it, but looking back on it, I don't think I thought about it, but that is good advice. Now onto coloring. I wanted to go for like, I wanted to go for girl boss, but I wanted to go for like pinks, blues, and purples, which that's pretty much my city, so that's not going to be a big issue. I first put down like a cream pink, very creamy white pink for her skin. That stayed. That did not change it after that. That was definitely the right move. And then I got some light purples and I threw it in her hair. I wanted to keep some of the colors pretty pastel just because I felt like that was the right energy. But playing with pinks, purples, and blues are just very fun. It's such a fun color palette. I never get bored of it. There's so many like variants you could do. Now her outfit it doesn't change a lot, but it changes enough for me to be like, ooh. So you'll see a few iterations of like patterns. Like I tried the bubbles, which I kind of ended on a style of bubble, but I'll get to that eventually. And this is where I decided she was going to be a panda because I made her ears like a pretty dark color, and then I gave her like the spots around her eyes, and I made that upper lip darker. I don't know if you know this. I think pandas, they kind of actually do have like a darker upper lip. Actually, let me Google it. Pandas. Because I think when I was studying, I say studying loosely, looking at little pandas, I noticed that their lips, they kind of like, I don't know, I saw one picture of a panda and it had like a dark upper lip, like it looked like it was wearing black lipstick. And now that's just how I draw a lot of pandas. That's so cute. Oh, I love pandas. You can't see what I'm looking at, but they are pandas. But honestly, they look kind of like they're wearing black lipstick. So I'll often I'll just do the upper lip really dark. I think I do this for my mini-me panda, but it's just what I've been doing. I think it reads panda. And then for another theme, kind of to go with the beads I'll eventually add, is I want her theme to be glitter. So I took all the colors that I'm going to use and I sprinkled them all across her skin. And I think that is such a fun theme is glitter. Because I do the particles on characters all the time, like sprinkles, particles, stars, but I've never done like small like glitter, which I can understand why, because it's a little annoying to do repeatedly, but I think it's really fun for her. And then here I am adding that blue. I decided to do a fun eye combination. I typically will do a light blue and then a darker blue for the eye whites. If you can see my mini-me, there's an example. She's on screen, my sprite. You can see that's an example of what I'll typically do. But for this one, I kind of wanted to be bold, and I didn't want to add any more colors on the color palette than there already are. So I used that blue, and I used that... Oh, and I also added those dark, the purple spots on her arms to read more panda as well. Now, keeping with that glitter theme, I thought her hair looked a little empty, so I went ahead and added white glitter on it. I think this could be something she could be drawn without, but I do like it. I think it's probably something that she would add on her hair, because it wouldn't come naturally, you know what I mean? But then I also added white glitter on her like arms and ears, so maybe it is something that would be in her hair. It's definitely something to think about. I don't know, I think it's interesting. I love like a glitter aesthetic, it's so good. I also added that on her tail. I'm honestly surprised I changed her tail color from that pink to purple. Looking back on it, I'm like, rat tails are kind of typically pink. Don't quote me on it. I guess sometimes they're like grayish, but now on to the many ideas on the, is it a romper? I guess it would be called a romper. This was like the first idea like I kind of like really thought I would go with, but it does end up changing because it's too busy. It's like, it's alright, but not for this character, you know what I mean? Which is weird because it's like it's glitter, so I guess you'd think it'd make sense, but no. It's too much. Team too much. She's too much, throw her out the window. I mean, it's alright, but my other idea is better. Which I eventually come back. Something I did because I had to do it was add hearts on the chest. I actually have a few characters that have this. I'll put them up on screen, but it's just, I can't. Once I did it once, I'm like, nah, I have to do it for every character design ever. Because it's just so silly. I had to do it. Oh, another piece of advice I could give you. If you are adding beads or any kind of jewelry and you want like a cop-out way of doing it and you don't want to draw circles over and over, use the edge pen. What it does, it will just, it's a pen that has an outline of what you write. So this is really helpful for jewelry, string, rope, whatever that you want an outline of. So just pick your color and then pick the other colors black and just adjust the brush to the way you want it. It's really helpful. Again, it's also helpful for when you want to do 2 pictures of the characters, so you can have one without it and then one with, like I said earlier. And then I just use the bucket to color in which colors I wanted on the blue. I hope I'm explaining that right. I'm really bad at talking today. And I changed the black belts and bracelets to a darker purple, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I'm so glad I did it because I think it like made it look so much more cohesive. I think those black lines were really, really obtrusive, if I'm using that word correctly. Now, if you look at the purse right now, look at the pattern that's on the purse. I will eventually put that on the romper. And I actually just came up with that like design pattern when I was doing this, and I think it's such a fun pattern. I have never come up with it before, using that edge brush and just like putting down like bubbles. Oh, it's so cool. I think it looks so fun. I'm like, I need to remember this for future character designs, or for like if I'm doing a dragon. Like, I think that's like a cool bubbly scale pattern. I think that'd be so sick to use. Anyway, that is it for this character. I named her Galena Glitters because I mean, come on now. That just makes sense. I think character-wise, I think she has so much potential. I think she has amazing personality. I love the fact that she's kind of ugly cute. That's my favorite thing about her. But I think she's stunning. I love the color palette. Now, something Chrissy said to me when I showed her this character is the triangle eyelashes are really giving nothing for her. And I mean, I could argue for it that it matches the hair flow or like her tail, but like I kind of agree with her. It's not really giving anything. Maybe I'll change those to circle lashes, but I think that's the only critique that like I'm like, wow, no, that makes sense. But that's pretty much it. I think she's beautiful. I think she's amazing, and I cannot wait to add her to all my characters and make her just have all the besties and be a girl boss. But do if you want to leave critiques in the comments, I would love to hear them. Anyway, that is it for today's video. This voiceover took a while. Please like the video. I've actually really had a difficult time talking. I'm not sure why. It just was what it was. If you want to support me, you can go to the description. There you can find my Ko-fi. You can become a member, buy a YCH, send me a coffee, buy and adopt. If you want to talk to me about art, animation, toy house, anything about character design, you can go to the description. There you'll find my card.co. If you click my card.co, you will see a Discord icon. Click the Discord icon. It will take you directly to my account. You could talk to me there. You don't even type in my username. It's like magic. I think that is it. Bye. I love you.